Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And tonight's video is going to be on this Hot Wheels 9-pack that my partner picked me up on Sunday. And some vintage pieces that I picked up today. I was supposed to do a video yesterday for Mainline Monday, which was going to be featuring this Hot Wheels 9-pack. But unfortunately, I've been having internet issues. And they're almost back to normal. We're not quite back to full speed yet, but hopefully as a few days go on, it should pick up. Or at least that's what the engineers has said anyway. So with that, I will get straight into it. And we'll take a look at the 9-pack first, and then we'll look at the few vintage pieces I picked up this afternoon. But anyway, so this is not usually a 9-pack I would go for. Like I said, my partner's seen it and knows I like the Cosworth casting, so she bought it. And I'm not moaning. It is there's one or two, actually there's three very nice castings in this actual fact, but it's these made up sort of castings. I'm not really into the fantasy castings. I know I have got fantasy castings in my collection, but I don't tend to really buy them that often, to be honest. But we will still take a quick look at them. But the ones I don't want, which will be these 4 fantasy castings, my son will have, because he's into all that type of stuff. So anyway, let's get it open and take a closer look. So nice and easy to get into. Move the camera down a bit, and we'll get the novelty ones out the way first. So as you can see, it is a plastic top, and I'm just trying to see, it is a black metal base. I can't quite see what it is, but I don't have a clue what this vehicle is, as it doesn't actually say on the box anywhere what it is. I'm just having a little look. No, nothing springs to mind. I should imagine it's on there somewhere. But anyway, so there is this one, and then there's a green one, which is, from what I can feel like, it is all plastic, I think. Yeah, that's an all plastic car, and it's got the adjustable nose cone. Yeah, so that obviously you can race them on the track. It's got a little bit of a look of a Dodge Viper to it, but again, I'm not quite sure what it is. So if any of you lot that like fantasy castings, I do apologise, as I'm not really doing them justice. So there is this interesting little one. Let's have a little look underneath again. Sometimes they do say what they are. No. So there's that, and then there's this very unusual, almost looks like something out of Predator. But anyway, like I said, they're not my cup of tea, so if they are, I apologise, but my son will be very happy with them. So let's get into the castings that I do like. So we've got what looks like a Corvette here, which again is in plastic, but at least it is a Corvette, it's a car I recognise. So let's have a little look underneath. It says loads of reflection. So it is a metal base. I should imagine this is about a 1969 Corvette of some sort it's based on, but the metal base and a plastic top. So again, that'll be one that my boy will be having. This one I already have. This is the, I can't remember what this is now. It is the custom something. Let's have a look. 70 Chevrolet, sorry, been a long day. 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. But I do have this casting, and it is a nice casting, so I don't mind having 2 of these. That is no problem at all. It will come in handy for something at some point. And then we got this Mercedes, I think it's the A-Class. This is quite a cool cast, and I have this in yellow, so now I have it in blue. So this is a nice piece, all tampered in really nice, as you can see. It has plate detail, which I can zoom in on. There you go. So it's got some nice plate detail on the front, all tampered in quite nicely, and it's nice in this light metallic blue with the white, I think the 10 spokes. Yeah, so that's a nice piece. And like I said, I have this in the yellow, and it's got that sort of moon roof, 360 degree roof, whatever they call it. So that is not bad. Let's just zoom out a little bit. And then this is the exclusive, which is quite nice. So obviously it looks like a 67 custom Camaro of some sort, and quite an unusual, not quite short colour. It's like a dark red, but quite nicely done. So you've got the silver stripe there, and Camaro, I think it says Camaro. I'm just trying to see what the writing is on the front. What's next to it? I can kind of make it out. No, I can't make it out. I know it says Camaro, but anyway, it is a nice little piece. So that is quite a nice piece to have. And there we go. So it says 67 Camaro. So that is a cool piece. So that is a piece I'm happy to have. And then the last piece, which again is the Cosworth in black, and this is a piece that I could not find when this came out. I just did not find it, and it's not just me. There's a few other collectors that aren't on YouTube, friends of mine, that if they see something, they'll ring me or I'll ring them to say there's a new batch of cars in at the moment. It's got a bit of a scratch there. That's no worry. It's actually got a bit of a dent as well. A bit of a cast-in floor. But anyway, so and even my friends, other friends, have not been able to pick this up. There's been a lot of people going out, seeing these, picking them up and whacking them on eBay, as we all know, and these have been fetching anywhere from sort of £6 to £10, so even as much as £15 is ridiculous. So these have not been around, but I have it in black now, which is pretty cool. And I also have it, I did find this one the other week in this really nice metallic blue, which I actually think I prefer. I'm not a fan of the orange base, excuse me if I'm completely honest, but I do like this colour. So it's amazing I've gone from no Cosworth castings, Sierra Cosworths, to now having two. So that is very cool. So we'll just put them to one side, and we'll take a look at some of the vintage bits that I picked up. So this is one of them. This is a Porsche 911 from Corgi. So you see Porsche 911 SC, Targa, or the Targa, yeah. And it's, I think now, if I remember rightly, I've got some other versions of these. These are from the Kellogg's Frosties, I believe, from Tony the Tiger. So I'm just trying to think. I've got them to hand. I think I've showed them before. I'm just trying to have a look if I've got them to hand. Let me just have a quick look if I can. I'll get one out. Right, here's one I think. Excuse me. So this is from the same range. I did show this a while ago. So Ferrari Rossa. These are from about the mid 80s, late 80s. But I think if you bought Kellogg's Frosties and you sent off the tokens on the back, I'm not sure how many tokens you had to send. I think you had to send so many tokens, and I think you had to pay for the envelope or what have you, and then you would get sent one of these cars. But this is pretty cool. So this is a boxed example, has its box as you can see, and this one doesn't, but it's still a nice looking piece. So that is pretty cool. So that's that. And then the other bits I picked up, 2 seconds, just making some room, is I've got this little pull back and go Beetle, which I think is from, let's have a little look. So we've got Volkswagen Classic, 1/64 scale apparently, and it's theirs to make their Kin Smart, whatever it is. But it's not too bad. It, like I said, it does pull back and go, but it is quite nicely detailed. excuse me, for what it is. We've got some plate detail going on, lights are painted, got the line down the side, and the Volkswagen badge. So yeah, and again, this was £1. So for £1, with a get rid of that hair, it is a nice little piece, which won't display too bad either. So that's pretty cool. And then got this Matchbox Superfast fire engine. So you can see it says London Fire Service. Funnily enough, George from George's Miniature Cars, he showed an immaculate one of these in his video. This one's missing its ladder and it's got a few dings and dents, but again, this was a 50p car, so you can't complain about that. So there you go, copyright 1969. So that would have been on the black wheel. Excuse me, on the black wheel, the small original wheel, and this is obviously would have been from about 1970 because it's a Superfast, skinny Superfast wheel. So not too bad. And I'm sure if I look around in my box of bits, I might have a ladder that fits this. So that is pretty cool too. And then we got another one from Corgi, which is this Ferrari, I can't remember what it is now. Let's have a little look. Ferrari 308 GTS, which is in not too bad a condition either. One's a bit of a clean up, but again, this was only 50p, so I picked it up. So not too bad. And then the last piece is this little Siku Mini, which is a very nice little chunky weighty piece. So that is pretty cool. So again, it's got all the painted lights. It's got all the lights in the front painted. You've got all the grills done, plate detail, and the wheels look like they're mini lights. It says Rover Mini, so if it's a Rover Mini, this would have most likely been one of the later Minis from about sort of the late 90s to 2000, because Mini finished being produced in this country at about 2000, in the year 2000. So this is probably based on a later Mini, even though it has an earlier style grille. I do believe it is a later style Mini, but pretty cool, and it unscrews, which is different. So you could technically detail the interior if you really wanted to. But anyway, so that is today's finds and 9-pack unboxing. Like I said, not really into the fantasy castings, but my son will be happy to have them. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos, vintage pieces, wheel swaps, restorations and all that good stuff. It is Wednesday tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be going to the car boot sale and see if there's any more bargains there. But with that, I will see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching.